Well, so for the first step, step number one, making falafel, you buy these dried chickpeas, also called chana. Now, I took 1 cup, I put it in a Chinese quart container. I'm going to fill this quart container with some water and soak these until tomorrow when I want to use them. And this is step number one. Soak your chickpeas or garbanzo beans, dry garbanzo beans, also called chana. And we'll come back tomorrow for the next step. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the ingredients for falafel, for a falafel sandwich from scratch. And what? And you know what? You can go out and get yourself falafel mix. You know, I never made falafel. I guess this would be the easy way to do it, but I'm going the traditional, old-fashioned way and making this thing from scratch because this is my International Cuisine Night challenge number 7, and I want to do it the traditional way, as close as possible. So, you know, I soaked these garbanzo beans, chickpeas, chana, whatever you want to call them, overnight. So 1 cup was here, it came up to here. So that's about what, I don't know, 18 hours soaking. We're going to rinse these, drain them, rinse them, and get them ready. And into this ancient food processor, which I never used. Someone gave me this about 10 years ago. She found it up in her attic. My mother put it up in the attic. They were going to get rid of it. So, you want it, Rich? Yeah, all right, I'll take it. And it's been laying around since then. I gave it a wash up, cleaned it up, and she seems to be working. Oh, yeah. I don't know how much they used it, but it seems... what an antique. Anyway, so the ingredients that are going to go in here: onion. Not necessarily all this ingredients. There'll be proportions that I'm going to put in here. So here's baking soda, a little flour. We got coriander, parsley, fresh picked mint from outside. Springtime, it's growing up nice now. And lemon. We're going to use all this garlic in there. Onion, 1 chili pepper. We're also going to use coriander powder, cumin powder, ground powder, and salt, and we'll be frying that up in oil, and I'm going to fry it up maybe with a combination of canola and olive oil. I don't know yet how I'm going to do that. Now for the sandwich, we got the pita bread because that's the traditional way that they have this on the street food in where? Jordan, which is my international country for the International Cuisine Challenge. So the country is Jordan. And on the street in Jordan, you can buy these. You can buy them in a lot of Middle Eastern countries on the street. Anyway, keep going. We're going to chop this lettuce up, chop these tomatoes up, and cucumbers to have inside these sandwich. I also have tahini in the refrigerator, which I made before. I have the recipe up on the net. Made that for the first time. I don't know how it's supposed to come out, but it's nice and creamy, so that should be good to put on my peanut bread sandwiches, my falafel. And I guess this is it here, this is it. That's all this stuff. Ay. So I'm going to put this in here, and we're going to make 2 batches, do it once, and do it twice, so it all ain't going to fit in there anyway. And what you want to do is get this down into a nice consistency, not too fine, but into a breadcrumb, where everything is mixed, nice and chopped in there, nice, pretty fine, in a breadcrumb consistency. And then we're going to fry them up. I'll show you that's how it goes. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop all this up a little bit to make it a little easier for this thing to work and to chop all this stuff up. This isn't such an easy thing to do if you never did it before, but you're going to see that it can be done because I'm doing this for the first time. Alright? Yes, remember, I'm doing this on the fly. Okay? Never did this before. I just looked at a whole bunch of videos and here I go for the Jordanian falafel. Now, here's the onion all chopped up, mint chopped up, garlic chopped up, chili chopped up, parsley chopped up, coriander chopped up. Because I'm going to get half and half of this into that. Also, I did drain these garbanzo beans. And over here, we're going to use these about a bunch of a handful of these each, and I used about 8 of those cloves, 1 large onion, and 1 chili pepper. I'm using a half a lemon in this. I'm going to put a teaspoon and a half of ground pepper, coriander, maybe a half a tablespoon, and a whole tablespoon of cumin I'm putting in there, and a teaspoon of salt. There goes the knife. And okay, did I mention baking soda? Yeah, about a half a teaspoon, maybe, I don't know, about a half a teaspoon of that. And a tablespoon of flour. You don't have to use the flour. I'm just going to use a tablespoon, just a little bit of binder in there. And that's going to be chopped up in this machine here, this ancient GE food processor. And I'll do 2 batches, and I'll show you the mix when I get it done, because there's going to be a big mess here, and I'm all thumbs when people are watching. Don't watch me, I'm going to fig the whole thing up. So I'm going to turn the camera off and chop this stuff up in here. Alright, I'll show you the consistency when I get this done chopped in there. Okay. It's working pretty good. You see? Wow! Holy smokes! Yeah, and we're going to get that chopped up. We're going to get that chopped up a lot more further than. Okay, this is the consistency I got here. You see? It's nice and damp. It's supposed to be that way. And, you know, you can make it finer. You can make it thicker, depending. You know, it's going to get cooked. And this is about the mixture that I'm going to go with, the consistency that I'm going to go with here. Okay, let me do the other half. And don't forget, as you're going along, you got to take it off, take the top off, and bring it down. You know, use your spatula, bring the rest down, and mix it up a couple of times. You know the drill. And okay, so now take this out and put the rest of these garbanzo beans in here, and we'll take it from there. So here's a bowl of my falafel. And this is all chopped up in the food processor. Now I'm just going to cover it, throw it in the refrigerator while I prepare all the makings for the sandwich. And meanwhile, all these flavors will meld together. So we got it this far. Here we go. So I'll keep in touch. Okay, I chopped up tomato, sliced cucumber, lettuce, and these peas, but I don't know how to cut these. I never did that before, so I'm just going to put sandwiches like that. And over here, I'm heating up some oil, and here's my falafel mix. When the falafels come out of the oil, they're going to go on here, and then on this pot, I'm going to toast the pita bread, and I'll show you some more as we go along, okay? So here they are frying. I'm putting about 7 of them there at a time. It's supposed to be at 350. I didn't measure the temperature. I'm just adjusting as I go along. Try not to cook them too fast. But here's some that I did already. They're pretty soft, but they're crispy on the outside. That's what they're supposed to be. You know, you're going to learn as you go along with this. And doing the best I can for the first time I ever made these baby falafels, and do what you can do. And rolling these up, you just roll them, try to roll them lightly, and shape them flat, patties, and put them in here, and that's how I'm doing it. And whatever I feel like I made a mistake this time, next time I try to do it it might not be a mistake, but I don't even know what a mistake is yet. And as long as it tastes good, I'll be happy as I go. And inside here, they're green. They should be green inside here. We'll break one open later, and I'll show you. Over here, I'm toasting the pita bread. Just put these in here. Get these a little toasted up. And over here, only one broke apart. Over there, out of the whole batch of them. And that's because I was too anxious to turn it over, and the whole thing fell apart. But I realized that when they come, when you jiggle them a little bit, and then they come loose, then you turn them over. Then that's how you know when to turn them over. I think that's how I'll go with that. And here they are. I don't know how many I got. 7, 6, 5, 21 of them, I guess. I don't know. And here we're heating up this. It's not high enough. We're heating up the pita bread, and I'll just fold them over and eat them up nice. And I'll show you that. And also with this goes tahini, is the dressing that's going to go on this. So I'll show you when we do that. So I really don't know. I guess you could do it like this, or cut them in here, have one of them on. I don't know. I never even seen these things. Okay, so some cucumbers, some lettuce, some tomatoes, and some tahini here. Homemade tahini, which I never made before, and I made that from scratch. And then I guess I just take this baby and put this on top, get a knife, and there you go. There's my falafel sandwich. One. And I'll eat that up. I'm toasting some more bread. And that you have it, and this satisfies my Jordanian International Cuisine Night number 7 challenge. Okay? So there we have it. Homemade Jordanian Middle Eastern tahini and falafel, which is a street food, very popular in the world. I've never seen it in the United States, but this is famous. And it's kind of healthy for you, too. Okay. Let me know what you think, especially if you come from Jordan. I bet you can get worse on the street. I don't know. Okay, ciao. I'm just going to tell you that another way they eat these things is like this. You dip them into tahini like this, and you eat them. Delicious. Now I know why everybody's crazy about these things. Okay. I'll show you one more time how I make them. I'm putting 3. Got some cucumbers finely sliced on top. Throwing some tomatoes on top. Throw a lot on because you get a fork and you can eat them off the plate like a salad later. Throw some lettuce on top, like that. Throw some tahini, dressing, a lot on top. Throw on the other toasted top. Put this on top, and I slice them in half just like that and eat them like a sandwich. Just delicious. It's fucking great!